According to the latest data from the Insurance Institute of Highway Safety, 4,976 motorcyclists died in crashes in 2016 nationally, accounting for 13% of motor vehicle accidents. Motorcycles are considered more dangerous than cars due to their lower visibility and due to the fact that drivers are not enclosed in a protective casing like car drivers are. As a result, all states should have a law requiring all motorcyclists to wear a helmet. Data shows that helmets are effective in preventing death and head injury in the event of an accident, which in turn reduces the cost of healthcare and rehabilitation. To save lives and money, support legislation that calls for strict helmet laws. Helmets are 37% effective in preventing motorcycle deaths and 67% effective at preventing head injury, according to the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration. So, currently, 19 states have universal helmet laws. And by universal helmet laws, I mean laws that require all motorcycle operators to wear a helmet. 28 states have laws requiring some motorcycle operators to wear a helmet, and there are 3 states that have no motorcycle helmet laws. Kentucky is one of the 28 states that requires some motorcycle operators to wear a helmet. According to Kentucky state law, operators under the age of 21 must wear a helmet. Operators who have had their license for less than 1 year must wear a helmet, and operators who have just their learning permit must wear a helmet. But everyone else is not required to wear a helmet when riding a motorcycle. Kentucky used to have a universal helmet law, but it was repealed in 1998. And since then, motorcycle fatalities have increased by 50%, according to the Kentucky State Police. Now, do universal helmet laws are they even effective in getting people to wear a helmet more often? Because not everyone follows the law. Well, studies show that they are effective at getting people to wear a helmet more often. In states that have loose helmet laws or no helmet laws, about an average of 50% of motorcycle operators wear helmets. But in a state, for example, like Massachusetts, which has a universal helmet laws, their statistics show that in motorcycle crashes, 78% of the people who crashed were wearing a helmet, showing that much higher than 50% of people are wearing helmets, unlike a state like Kentucky. Motorcycle accidents are expensive. 2 years ago, my boyfriend was in a motorcycle accident where he was wearing a helmet and he did not get a head injury. He actually broke his leg, but his healthcare costs were in the hundreds and hundreds of thousands. He required several surgeries. He was inpatient in the hospital for 21 days, and even after getting out of the hospital and come home, his costs were continued to be high due to rehabilitation from the injury, due to missed work. So my point here is that motorcycle accidents are very costly. Reports on healthcare costs from motorcycle accidents I couldn't really find, but the reports on healthcare costs of brain injury resulting from motorcycle accidents were anywhere from $150,000 to $4 million. And brain injuries are the leading cause of death in motor vehicle accidents, all motor vehicle accidents, which includes motorcycling. They can cause lifelong disability, and they have the highest healthcare cost out of any motorcycle accidents due to the cognitive rehabilitation, the physical therapy, the possible lifelong consequences of never working again or becoming independent on the state. Some people end up in nursing homes for the rest of their lives, depending on the severity of the brain injury, which is why the cost range I gave was so large. In addition to the cost of healthcare being very high, the cost of car insurance and motorcycle insurance, but also car insurance, because motorcycle accidents also involve a car, usually, will go up. The more motorcycle accidents there are in the state of Kentucky, the higher the car insurance across the state of Kentucky gets. So, it's time for a call to action. We must campaign for stricter helmet laws in Kentucky. We can do this by writing to our state House representative. His name is Reginald Meeks, or our state senator. His name is Gerald A. Neal. And we can also do campaign for stricter helmet laws by just raising awareness of the destructive effects of motorcycle accidents and the destructive effects of brain injury. I work with people with brain injury. That's my day job. And they require a lot of therapies, which costs a lot of money. So one of the ways you can raise awareness is by joining an advocacy group, such as the Brain Injury Alliance of Kentucky. I do a lot of work with them myself. They currently have a lobbyist in Frankfurt, and they are campaigning for helmet laws for bicycle riders. It's just one step further to campaign for helmet laws for motorcycle riders as well. Motorcycle crashes can be more devastating than car crashes, and motorcyclists who don't wear helmets are at great risk for death or head injury. This raises the cost of care for these disabled people and the cost of car insurance. If all states had universal helmet laws, the number of motorcycle crash fatalities would decrease. So let's go back to that number I said at the beginning. 4,976 motorcycle fatalities. If helmets are 37% effective at preventing death in motorcycle accidents, that is a total of 1,841 lives saved. So let's go out there and campaign for stricter helmet laws.